What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another adventure here. Another adventure. So yesterday we were kind of had to wrap up somewhat quick. It was getting a little late, and the wifey was on her way home with dinner, so I couldn't really get as much done with the Evo as I thought I should have. So today we're just gonna continue on with that. So I'm gonna move out the Evo, and I'm gonna get working on the other Evo and try to get this suspension kind of done, and maybe, just maybe, we can push it out and maybe we can get it started. I don't know how it's gonna kind of go. So let me get this car out, make room so I can actually work. It is really, really dirty, as you can see. Sitting outside yesterday was terrible, but it is what it is. Yesterday we did get a lot done. So the engine is in, everything is pretty much all wrapped up for the most part. So just got to get some minor stuff done. But like I said before, I got to get that suspension all dialed in, and I'm gonna head to the store and actually go get that inner tie rod in. You know what, even before we do that, I'm gonna go get that inner tie rod in just so that we actually have it. So yeah, I'm gonna head to the store, grab that, and we'll go from there. Just give me a minute. All right, in the pursuit of me trying to find this inner tie rod end for the silver car, I took my white car out, you know, Ivy, and somebody kicked up a pebble and ruined my windshield. I'm in the middle of trying to fix it as we speak, but it is the first like nice kind of ish day that it's been in a long time. It's like almost 80 degrees today, and yeah, it went from this little tiny speck to like spreading like this big in like a matter of like 10 seconds. It's almost ridiculous. I mean, I'm very upset right now because I don't even have an inspection on this thing. It hasn't, well, it's got an inspection, but it's like 3 months out or something like that. So I'll show you guys from the inside what it kind of looks like. Well, you can kind of see it from the outside too. This is kind of what I'm dealing with. See it kind of spiked, spread already. And here you guys go from the inside. You guys can clearly see it just spider webbed out, but the chip itself is kind of gone, which is good, but I don't know if it's gonna really hold. But guys, let me tell you something. Shit makes me so mad. Like, I'm trying not to curse on camera, but yeah, it sucks. It sucks so bad. But I took the Evo out for the first time in like a month, and that's what happened. It sucks. It really does. And nobody has this inner tie rod in, which you would think it would be kind of universal, but it's not. So it kind of sucks. And now hopefully I won't need a windshield. At least that's what the hope is. But you just never know, man. I have no idea. So we're just gonna keep rocking out on this. Hopefully we can get some progress made today. I'm going to try to adjust the suspension, like I said before, and like all of my energy for today is already lost because of that. So I don't know. I'm gonna set the camera up, try to get this thing done, and we'll kind of go from there. You know, I don't know. And like I think the Ivy needs an alternator. I've you know, constantly put batteries in it, not really thinking that, oh, it could be an alternator or something like that. Brand new Optima red top battery, and I have the little like turbo timer, which not a lot of people use them anymore, but I still have mine from a long time ago. It's a little pin one from HKS, and I have it set to battery voltage, and as soon as you start the car, 14.4, 14.3, and then when you start driving little by little, it's like now down to like 14 or 13.9. So that's a little upsetting, because now I think I have to actually go and get like an alternator for that car, so which kind of sucks. So hopefully that's not the case, but it's kind of leaning towards that is probably the case. So I'm gonna get this done. I have to, you know, work on the wife's car, and then I can try to put an alternator in this, or see if I do have another alternator just laying around, which I think I probably do, but still, it just kind of sucks, you know what I mean, having to swap out an alternator. But we'll have to see. But let me set the camera up. Let's point to the car and let's get to work. All right, guys, what do you think of the fitment? I only went down a little bit. I think mainly because I don't really like to rock my cars like super crazy. The back has a little bit of gap, but you just got to remember these are 17-inch wheels, and I don't really want to go too much lower than this. I'll let the next person, if they want to do something like that, they can go lower if they'd like, but I think I'm actually pretty happy with the way it looks right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you exactly what I did and how I did it, but let me put this bad boy back in the air and we'll go from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I don't think that this is gonna be a how-to, but it might as well be. So let's just go from here. So I have the Evo up in the air, all the tires are off, and I'm gonna show you. I don't exactly know what kind of coilovers these are, but most coilovers will come with your shock body, well, your, you know, shock body, your mount that goes, you know, to the, you know, your steering knuckle, your springs, two collars that to adjust for preload, which usually you never ever have to touch. So just remember that for the future. If you ever do get coilovers, never touch the preload. It comes from wherever you get it from. Like this is from D2, so the preload is adjusted from D2 for this car, so you never have to really touch it. The only thing that you ever have to touch is the bottom. That is your height adjustment. So make sure that even if they're used, that you get a set of spanner wrenches. These are actually from the white car. So these are from Ivy. They're for my Megan's coilovers, and I've had them for a very long time. I love them. Everybody always asks me what kind of coilovers that I run in any of my cars, what I would suggest. The last 2 or 3 cars that needed coilovers, I always went with Megan's. They're cheap. Their street coilovers are great, and you never have to worry about them going bad, because I think I've had my street coilovers on the white car for I don't know, probably 12 years. I mean, granted, I don't really drive it that much, but the fact that they actually hold up that long is just amazing. So anyway, so get yourself a set of spanner wrenches like these. Like I said before, I don't know if there's any in the car, so I'm just gonna assume that there's not. So any set that you do get, that you know, they're gonna come with it anyway. But the bottom is where your height adjustment is. So like I said before, once you tighten these up, or if you don't, if they are not tightened up already, just make sure you tighten those up in opposite directions to, you know, make sure that they lock into place so the spring really does not move. And all you got to do is mess around with the bottom. So what I did was I measured, like most coilovers, they actually have a relief underneath. I don't know if you can kind of see that. Yeah, there's a relief underneath so that you can see the bottom. So what I do is I usually let my car down and I adjust the height from the bottom of the tire, wherever it's sitting on the ground, to the top of the fender well. So, and then you take your measurement from there, and then you go around and you measure how much you want to go down. So say, this is how I did it. So when it was sitting on the floor, I know that I had to go down on this side 3/4 of an inch. And on the other side, I had to go down 1/2 an inch. So what you do is you go and you get your tape measure and you measure from underneath, and you get like you know, a representation. So the car doesn't really sit like flat. So most cars really don't. So they're never going to be exactly the same. So how I had it before is I had this lowered 1 inch on this side. Well, 1 inch from the shock body and the collar here. So that's where I have my measurement. I had it 1 inch on both sides. So when I let it down on the ground, you can obviously tell that this side was higher than that side. So make sure whenever you do your measurements on the ground that you make sure that, you know, they're around what you want them to kind of be. So right now the car is sitting pretty even at I think it's like 24.5 inches from the bottom to the fender well. So I think that's pretty good. In the back, I think I measured and it was like 26 or 27 inches, but in the back it's the same deal. You never have to touch the preload, and the collar itself. Well, this one's a little, well, it's a little stuck, but I'll get that. But you just have to measure. That's all, and then you measure for what you kind of want. You know, once you get that, you kind of lock these in. Well, you actually have to get your spanner wrench, hold this, and then move this to lock it into place. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna let this bad boy down, and we're gonna move on to the next item of business, because to be honest, there really isn't any. I think I might need a belt, but I definitely wanna try to see if it'll start. So let me lock these up, and we'll get on to the next thing. I'll see you in like a second. All right, all the wheels are on, the adjustments are made, all the lug nuts are on and secure. This is starting to actually look like a car again. Look at this. So what I'm gonna start to do next is I think I want to put, I got new spark plugs for it. Well, not new, but like there are spark plugs that I have in the Ivy. I keep a set of, well, I keep like 4 sets of spark plugs like all the time with my cars, just because I use a certain brand. I use Denso or not Iridiums. Oh boy, do I don't like Iridiums. Jesus, if you watch my channel for a while, you know I don't really like Iridiums. But anyway, I got a set of copper plugs for them. So yeah, I'm gonna put those in and try to throw a battery in here. I have something on the tender over there, so hopefully that'll be strong enough. Oh crap, I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to do it, because these stupid things, these wire ends are junk, and they're not gonna go for the thing that I got here. Jesus. So all right, I might just have to go out to the store. I don't know just yet. Hopefully I have like a negative sitting around here somewhere. That'd be awesome. But if I don't, I might be in some trouble. So I don't know. I'm gonna put some spark plugs in and see if I can get the top wrapped up, and we'll go from there. Let's go. People, so here we are. I don't know exactly what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna try to start this car or see if it starts with this little battery. It's only got 6 volts as of right now, but the trusty jump pack hopefully will annihilate that problem. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to see if it actually does anything or if it'll start at all. And if it does, then we can run to the store, grab ourselves a you know, whatever else we do need, because like I said before, I don't have ends. So I have one end for the positive, but I need to get negative, so sucks. But whatever, let's try it out, see what happens. Not looking for miracles here. We'll see. Oh. No headlights. No headlights. Well, do something, but got one headlight out. All right, let's see if this bad boy starts. Ugh. Huh. Try it again. Alright. So I don't know what's going on, but we'll definitely try to figure it out. Crank angle sensor is on, cam angle sensor is on. Can hear. Oh. Got a little bit of a fuel leak. We'll take care of that. Oh yeah. It's definitely getting fuel. Alright, let's try it again. Maybe we'll get lucky. Alright people, so we got to diagnose what's going on. It's got a full tank of gas, well 3/4 of a tank of gas. There's a little bit of a, you know, fuel leak, like I said before, but nothing too crazy. So I'm going to try to see if I could find out what in the world is going on, because I think it might just be something in the tune. Obviously, like, I think this thing was like a race car, so I think that it's probably got like a lot of fuel going to it. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is bring the laptop out here and see if I can't like flash it. So yeah, give me a little bit, go get my you know, my laptop, and we'll see what we can do.